So I'm just hacking around, kind of rode a minute, and now we're just playing a little bit and doing our cool down a little. But I was thinking about something, and I do my best thinking on the back of a horse, so I thought I would just share this with y'all. I had so much fun at the show that we went to on Saturday. This horse just did everything I asked her to, and she's amazing. I think anyone who follows my page here or knows me knows that this horse is just such a gift to me, and knows how grateful I am for her and to have her in my life as one of my teachers, and she is a fantastic one. But I was really thinking about something. I went to look at a horse for someone, and it was an interesting encounter. The person adores the horse, and the horse is for sale, but not because, or was for sale, but not because she doesn't love the horse, but because she does, because she wants so badly for this horse to have a better life than she's capable of giving the horse right now. And I had someone ask if I would go take a look at it, so I did. And it was so interesting to me. When I got there, I could sense this person's discomfort with me being there with maybe a new person, a stranger. And I get that. That's kind of sketchy when you're a woman and somebody shows up at your house to look at your horse. And I don't know if she was alone or not. I didn't ask, of course, but I could sense her energy, and her energy had a lot of fear in it. Whether that had anything to do with me, I don't know. My husband and my son were with me as well, just for ride along on that day. But I found it interesting too that this woman, what I could feel from her was that she felt very judged by me. And honestly, I can't tell you what another person is feeling, but as someone who's worked with people and horses for most of my life, I have a little bit of an insight to what's going on and what the dynamic is with people and their horses, and then with me. And what I sensed was that she felt very judged. She felt the need to explain herself to me and explain the horse's situation and so forth. And then I came home and I was having a conversation with a couple of ladies I met at the horse show, and I was telling them how honestly grateful I was to have met them because they were so encouraging. And I made the comment that that's just not, it's just not common in our industry that women especially lift up other women and encourage them in their horse endeavors. And gosh, we can be so judgy of people. And so I get where this woman's feeling was coming from. She's been judged by people, obviously, and I could feel that in her. The interesting thing was her horse reflected that. Her horse reflected her brokenness in that area and her fear of a new person, of a new situation, and someone coming in that she was unsure of. We actually were able to work through that a little bit in a very short amount of time. Really nice little horse that this woman just adores and cares a lot about, and it was so sweet for me to see that. But I was reminded of how careful I need to be. And then that conversation came up, and then one of my clients, now wonderful friends from South Carolina, shared something, and she mentioned me in that, and it was something related to a fortune cookie that she saw, and it was about being encouraging to others. And I think that is the key, and I think in our horsemanship most of the time, or so many times, that's what we're missing. We're missing lifting each other up and encouraging each other. And we live in a world where we see a lot of that these days. Like, we see people saying, be the light in the world that you live in, be encouraging to others, live in such a way that other people want to be around you. But when it comes to horses and horse showing particularly, and horse disciplines of any kind, anywhere, it is very easy to feel judged. I found myself this weekend explaining myself too. And that's how I caught it with this young woman with the horse for sale. I felt the need, I'm one of those people that I evaluate everything and I think on things. So a couple days after the horse show, I was kind of thinking about, my conversations with these new friends and new people that I met, and what did that entail and what did that look like. And what it looked like, honestly, to me, was me not making excuses per se, but me giving people an explanation of where this horse came from, what I had when I first got her, and the work that we've done together. And I thought, is that ego on my part? Because I don't want that. I don't want ego to be part of my horsemanship. I think it is the downfall of so many of us in the horse world, and I'm guilty of it, and I don't want that to be a part of it. So I have to really do some soul searching and see what's my motivation in sharing her past with people. Is it so I look good if she does great? Is it so I'm not so embarrassed if she goes in there and blows up bucks all over the place? Because she's been known to do that in the show ring. So what if that happens? Am I trying to make myself look better? If ego is involved, I don't want to do that. And I have to be aware of how I use my words and what I speak over this horse. Is it helpful for me to go to a horse show and then hash out her past to other people before I go in the ring and show her? No. So I learned that this weekend, and I'm not going to do that again. I'm going to try really hard, at least, not to do that again. I'm going to try really hard to be respectful of her with my words, and to be very honest about what I'm doing and how I work with this horse, and how I use my words to build her up and build myself up in the process of trying to learn to show her well and to have fun on her, because that's what we're there for. We are there for the fun. We're there for the party, and I'm not ashamed of that. We're not there to win. We're not there for placings. We're not there for ribbons. But by golly, if we go and have fun and meet new like-minded horse people, that's the best weekend I can ask for on my horse. So I just wanted to jump on and encourage you. Man, be careful of the words you speak. Encourage other people. Women lift up other women. Be positive toward them. Find something. You can always find something nice to say. I know everybody's thinking about their mom's old adage, if you can't find anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. Well, sometimes the truth is painful, but we don't always have to be just driving home a truth to someone. We can find an encouraging word for them. We can lift them up. We can find the best part of that ride, and we can just tell them how wonderful that looked. That one little piece of it where it just kind of fit together. Or maybe it was a mess, but they stayed on. Then lift them up and encourage them about that. Help them want to do better. Learn those life lessons from our horses, because that's what they're here for. That's what God gave them to us for. To be better people. He didn't give them to us to just go use them up and win a bunch of stuff and hang a trophy on our wall. There are life lessons to be learned from these animals, and God knows that's what I'm here for. So I'm Amy Riles with Honestly Horses, and I just encourage you to think on that. That's my deep thoughts for today while I'm riding, packing around. Y'all have a great day. Until next time, happy trails.